I want to show everybody who knows me how good I can be. Yeah, I'm just going to go in there, fucking knock this guy out.
This might be one of your last, if not the last, MMA fight you do.
Many aspects in MMA, you know, you need to work on takedown defense, grappling, all that stuff, and I feel like, oh, I just want to box. I want to do bare-knuckle boxing. Jävlar vilken stor arena. Ey, den är fett stor ass. Jo, det kommer bli mäktigt alltså. Det kommer bli värsta highlighten alltså. Hela fucking veckan alltså. Känns som det största jag har gjort alltså. Och när jag känner så inför en match, det är då jag är bäst alltså. När jag bara, det här är det största jag gjort någonsin. Jag ska njuta, jag ska fånga upp det här ögonblicket och göra allt jag kan för att prestera alltså. För man tänker rätt, man motiverar sig på rätt sätt, då det finns inget annat ass. Jag är fan redo att döda din ass. För att vinna den här matchen ass. Uff. Hemma i Västerås också.
This is Sebastian Vendel Martinez for Fight Club Rush, here with Tobias Bad Intention Harila, who will main event FCR20 here at ABB Arena Nord in Västerås in what is the biggest MMA event of the year here in Sweden and the biggest event that FCR has ever put on. And Tobias, that couldn't be more than fitting, right? Making your return to an event like this, at an arena like this. You just recently now went down and you felt the ice, you felt the echo, you felt sort of the ambience of the arena. How does it feel now stepping into where you're going to be main eventing once again in your hometown?
It feels good. It feels, it feels big. It feels like walking into the arena, everything, feeling it out. It feels like this is going to be the biggest thing in my career. Yeah, and I'm really, really looking forward to it.
And it couldn't be more suitable, really, because you've always been a fighter who's brought a little bit of extra show, a little bit of extra oomph to pretty much everything, whether it's the walk-ins or pre-fight interviews. And now at an event like this, I mean, you've seen Fight Club Rush grow from small events with little kids playing around outside the cage to now something like this. Even though you're not necessarily somebody involved in the production side of things, it still must feel a little bit like, you know, you've grown up with this promotion in a way and seen it grow alongside your career.
Yeah, definitely. It's like I've been here from the start. I've been with the guys forever. I know like what they done to build this promotion, and it feels great to come back to it, you know, like joining the FCR team again and now fighting on the biggest show, like the biggest show they're done. So, and also like you said, main eventing the show, it's it feels very, very good. I feel very excited, and like I said, it feels like for me personally like the biggest thing in my career. I couldn't be more happy doing anything else. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this night.
And last time you were competing in Västerås was a main event of FCR6 against Fernando Flores. He won the BMF title. And that was kind of an event that was like, at the time, the biggest thing FCR had ever done. Ended up being what we thought then was last fight in promotion. You went on to Cage Warriors. Did you think that you would come back to FCR after you started, you know, competing in Cage Warriors and, you know, becoming kind of a star in the UK as well?
No, of course. Back then I was like, I was already like, it was Cage Warriors, then I was going to the UFC. So looking at it like that, but it's not like I'm going to step back. Like you said, the promotion here has grown so much. So for me, it's like Cage Warriors, FCR, it's the same thing. But now I'm home in Sweden. It's everybody I know will be here. It's going to be more a personal thing for me, much more emotions. It feels so much bigger. It feels like, I don't know, for an athlete like me, it feels like a really big. It feels like back in the Fernando fight, you and me did an interview also then, and I had the same feelings. It was a special moment for me, and I was really like trying to be very present in the moment, because I really wanted to enjoy everything about it. Not just you know, when it's a fight, you're nervous, you feel these emotions, it's anxiety, all of that stuff. But some events, sometimes I just feel it's only like focus and excitement. I'm really looking forward to this and feel like it's going to be, for me, like one of the biggest thing I done. And yeah, I feel very present, and I'm going to enjoy everything, like the whole fight week, everything, the weigh-ins, I'm just going to soak everything in and really enjoy the whole thing.
Well, I mean, I think all of us here have a huge respect for Cage Warriors and what they've done, but this is hardly a step back, like you said. I mean, this is definitely a big step up. And you kind of left FCR just when the promotion was taking that leap to fight to a UFC Fight Pass and stuff like that. I know that we were all really happy to see you compete in Cage Warriors, but was there a little part of you was like, oh, I should have stuck around for maybe a fight, an extra fight, you know, in FCR, the UFC Fight Pass, when our production levels got lifted up like it did?
Not right away. Right away, I was like really stoked about this Cage Warriors contract. Of course, it was like a big step for me coming into Cage Warriors, and like everything you do, the goals and everything just get bigger and bigger. So it's easy to look back on things and like, oh, it was so small, there was nothing. Like you want to go on to bigger things, but from Cage Warriors, it was huge for me going there. But once being there, fighting there, FCR, the promotion grew more and more, and like you said, they got this UFC Fight Pass and everything. And every time I went to the arena, I just saw like how much it grew, like all the fighters, how much recognition they get here in Sweden and all of that stuff. And I was like, this is also good. I want to do this also, because it's different. It's the media, everything from here, you know. Fighting in Cage Warriors is internationally, but it's not in my hometown. It's not, you know, so it's a bit different. But
yeah, most of the fans were booing you as opposed to cheering you.
Yeah, exactly. And I have no problem with that. I kind of like that also. But this is going to be intense on another level. Like and main eventing, I always feel like I'm a main event guy. I just love it so much, and to do it at home, it's going to be so good.
And if we look a little bit at your Cage Warriors career, I mean, some ups and some downs, and last time out, last fall, a what looked like a pretty bad injury against James Hendon in a tough loss, a tough performance. How do you look at something like that? Is it like a bad dream, or it's just like, I just gotta kind of leave it behind me? Or like, how much do you analyze a fight like that, where, you know, it was just really kind of an uphill battle? He didn't want to engage you on the feet. It was just all takedown defense. It must have been frustrating.
Yeah, definitely it was frustrating. But looking back to it, I've been like, after the fight, I didn't analyze it so much. It was like back and forth. I had to like take some time, and looking back at it now, I know like I could have prepared better. I was prepared to fight a guy. Like I was so sure that we was just going to like really fight, but he had a different game plan. And I know now, like, because when I just go out and fight, you know, when I spar, everything like that, when I think, okay, I gotta defend takedowns, I gotta do this and that, I have a lot better takedown defense. Sometimes I just walk out and just, don't think about it. And when a guy has a game plan like that, it can get very frustrating, and you can get like, he did the right things all the time. And after the fight, I was like, fuck, he did me so good. I didn't have like anything to do in there. But looking back at it now, working on a different small thing, because I also know small adjustments can make a big difference in a fight. And looking back at it now, I feel like, okay, I can beat that guy. Give me a couple of months, a little bit of that. So yeah, now I feel better, and I feel ready to go out and fight this other guy. Because it's also like that. Every fighter is different, and every fight is different. Styles makes fight and all of that stuff. So I feel very confident. I feel ready to just go out there and be myself, and be very confident and enjoy the fight and do everything as good as I can.
Well, just quickly before we move on to your main event against Levan Kirtadze, I think everyone wants to know, how's the arm?
The arm is good. It's healed up very good. It was, every injury I had, it was like the same with Fernando. That's why I have similar feelings, because I had a broken hand before that. I was away for a while. And for me, I don't know, every time I had an injury like forcing me away from the game for a while, it's always refreshing, and I always feel energized when I come back. And I think,
we say you don't know what you've got until it's gone, right?
Yeah.
That you appreciate something more when you think you might not have it. Do you think that's the case here?
Yeah, maybe a little bit like that, because now, I don't know, I'm really looking forward to it. It feel like I haven't competed in a long while, and I took my time. I did what I had to do. I worked really hard for this fight. Like I said before, I don't know how long I will do MMA, but that's also make me more like hungry and more. I really looking forward for this, because I wanna do it as good as I can. I had prepared for such a long time, ever from the fight. As long as I could start working, I started to work, and I have improved. I've done everything I can leading up to this fight, and I'm going to show it. I'm going to be so goddamn good, and
bringing that bad intention, just like your namesake. And so let's look at it. I mean, you were supposed to fight Memo Shiraza, a bit more of a brawler, kind of like brawl you down and then kind of try and get the finish on the ground. He pulls out, and now instead you get Levan Kirtadze, just a stone face, stoic Georgian warrior with a bit more of a kind of technical style, more kind of on the feet engagement, different styles. How do you feel about the change in opponent in that way?
I'm looking forward for the change, because looking at the first guy, I wasn't that impressed. I was like, okay, it's a good fight, it's a main event, but switching the opponent, for me, this guy is better. This guy is harder, tougher, and it makes me more excited, because it's a main event. He's 13-3 or something, I'm 12-4. He has a couple of knockouts. He's fought good guys. He's a good striker, but he can also wrestle. I do not think he can out-wrestle me, but I think it's going to be I think it's going to be one hell of a fight. One of us is going to get hurt in there, and I think when I start to connect on him, he will try to wrestle me, but I don't think he can out-wrestle me. But we will see. I'm ready for anything. I'm just looking forward to it. I'm going to be really ice cold, take my time, and put pressure when pressure is put pressure in the right timing.
Well, it couldn't be more suitable for an ice cold performance at an ice hockey arena, right? But like you touched on it there. This might be one of your last, if not the last, MMA fight you do Talk about that decision. I mean, obviously, CM Anderson did a great interview with you where he talked about that, but for maybe those who haven't seen it, expand on that a little bit.
Yeah, but like, I've done this for a long time now. Like you said, in Cage Warriors, I had some ups and downs. I feel like I've been close to the UFC, close to like the goals I want to achieve many times. I slipped a bit, did some bad performances, had some injuries, everything like that. You know, but it's hard to say, because I know I can, like, my mind can flip from a fight to fight, but I feel it hasn't been so much fun lately, all of the different things in MMA. But you know, I'm very proud of myself because I kept working, I kept focusing on this fight no matter how I felt. I was like, I'm going to do this fight, I'm going to do it great, I'm going to do everything I can, and after the fight we see. But I don't know, I'm really looking forward to, I want to do bare-knuckle boxing, but I don't know like when or how many more MMA fights I do, but I love competition, I love this, but yeah, we will see. And now I don't think so much about it. I focus on this fight because I can't look past it, because I want to put on a great performance. I keep working, I'm going to be in great shape and put on a performance, and after that me and my team and everybody, we will make a decision and see where we go from there and how I feel and everything.
Well, so you never want to look past any opponent, especially a real killer like Kirtadze, who's like, he's not the biggest social media star, but he makes it count where it's really important.
Yeah.
Not want to look past that, but just what is it about bare knuckle that entices you? Because you could do kickboxing, Muay Thai, something like that, you know, a typical stand-up discipline. Why bare knuckle?
I don't know. I feel like, yes, my first initial thought is like, it's going to suit me very good. And also I've been inspired by Mike Perry, see him not doing so great in MMA, now he's doing great in bare knuckle. I see the sport grow. You see McGregor going in as a part owner in bare knuckle FC. And you know, it's many aspects in MMA, you know, you need to work on takedown defense, grappling, all that stuff, and I feel like, I just want to box. Especially right now, but I don't know, we will see. I feel like I can be really good at it. That's what I feel. And for me, doing sports, doing whatever I do in life, I want to be good. I want to be the best. I want to be as good as I can. And yeah, so that's, and also I want to have fun, and I feel like bare knuckle will be very fun.
Yeah. Hey, their events seem like a party every single time they have them. Always crazy stuff going on, and there's that extra sort of pageantry and showmanship that really kind of speaks to your walk-ins and fighting styles. So Dave Feldman could be a match made in heaven. Think about it. But checking back then to this sort of homecoming in a sense, how many sort of old training partners, friends, fans and stuff like that have been asking for this return to home field? And what do you think it's going to be like to finally hear that support again? Because you haven't felt that in years. The last time was pre-pandemic FCR6. Now you're finally going to get that hometown welcoming that I'm sure you've been wanting.
I think it's going to be fucking sick. It's going to be crazy, and I'm going to enjoy it. I'm not going to I'm going to be very present. I'm going to enjoy it, not let it affect me. Like people can make it affect them negatively, both if they're booing or if they're sharing. I'm just going to be locked in, focus on my performance and going out there and do my thing in front of everybody. That's what I'm looking forward to. I want to show everybody who knows me, who supports me, everything. I just want to show them how good I can be. And I'm just going to go in there super relaxed and fucking knock this guy out. That's the dream scenario, and I'm ready to fucking die in there. I'm ready to that's also what feels good, like when I'm not so focused on the future, what I'm going to do next. I'm just focused on this fight. I don't care if I die in there. I'm going to finish this guy. and it's going to be like a really good fight, I believe.
Could that in a sense be even better that, you know, we're not counting anything out, but if this would be your last MMA fight, that a knockout at a return to Västerås, a return to FCR, but that's like the perfect storybook ending to the MMA career?
That's what I'm thinking, you know, that motivates me a little bit to, like, you really want to finish on top, you know? I want to leave everybody like, wow, he was really good. So, yeah.
Well, I mean, it sounds like that truly could not be any better of a Hollywood script. But as we get proven time and time again, Hollywood scripts got nothing on the real world combat sports life. We see things happen there that one would never expect. I mean, just looking at that, you know, the last time out at FCR 6, that really was the perfect sort of ending to that portion of your career, in a sense, before moving up to the next level. And this could potentially be one of the biggest things we've seen in FCR, or certainly the biggest thing so far. We'll see what happens after this. What's your message for the fans that have been waiting for this moment, that I'm sure are going to be packing the halls here behind us June 1st? What can they expect from the return of Bad Intention?
You know, they can expect really relaxed and cool Bad Intention walking out there and doing the fight of his life and enjoying the whole night. And I really hope many people come support FCR, support Swedish MMA. We all love this sport, and it's the people coming to the shows, paying for their tickets, and that's the people who make us, who together with us make this sport bigger. So yeah.
Well, couldn't have been any better. It's a massive fight card, the biggest that FCR has ever put on, the biggest venue ever put on, the biggest possible capacity ever put on, and of course, in my opinion, the biggest main event one could put on, the triumphant, heroic return of Västerås' own Tobias Bad Intention Harila in the main event at FCR 20 against Levan Kirtadze, June 1st, only on UFC Fight Pass. Tobias, always a pleasure sitting with you here. Looking forward to you unleashing some ice cold moves here on the ice as well. It's going to be a very, very nice homecoming, and we look forward to it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.